Section 2, Cookbook Development. To start with, we would learn how to install and configure a workstation so that we can develop Cookbook on our workstation. We can start our infrastructure automation quickly and easily with Chef Workstation. Chef Workstation gives us everything we need to get started with Chef, like ad hoc remote execution, remote scanning, configuration tasks, cookbook creation tools, as well as robust dependency and testing software. And that too in all-in-one, easy-to-install package. So when we install Chef Workstation, we get Chef Decay, Chef Run, Chef Infra Client, Chef Repo. These help us in developing cookbooks. Chef Workstation replaces Chef Decay. Chef Workstation comes up with new Chef Run utility, which can be used to execute Chef code on any remote system accessible via SSH or WinRM. So we can configure our remote nodes in two ways. One, we develop the cookbooks and upload our cookbooks to our Chef Infra server, and from there we bootstrap the remote servers. Or else, in case we don't want to do that, then we can directly execute our cookbooks or recipes on the remote server if we just have SSH or WinRM connection from our workstation to those remote servers. So with Chef Run, we can either execute individual resources or any pre-existing recipes on any number of servers with a single and a simple command. So let's start with setting up Chef Workstation. We would go to downloads.chef.io, pick the URL from wherein we can download the package of Chef Workstation. I have installed Ubuntu 18.04 in the server, so I would pick up this particular URL. I have a script ready on this Chef Workstation server, which would help us configure this particular server as our Chef Workstation. So let me show you the content of this particular script. I am updating the server because it's a newly installed server. I'm installing wget and I am creating a folder called downloads. I am downloading the package from the URL which we picked from downloads.chef.io and placing it in downloads folder. Once the package is downloaded, I'm going ahead and installing the package. And we need Ruby language to develop our cookbook. So what we are doing over here, we are setting the proper version of Ruby so that each time when we log into this machine, the correct version of Ruby is invoked. And at the end, the script says that it has configured Chef Workstation. Let's make this file executable and execute this file so that it goes ahead and installs and configures the Chef Workstation. It will take 1 to 2 minutes to do that. So Chef Workstation installation is done. You can check what all folders are created. We don't have the Chef repo directory automatically generated in this. So what we would do, we would go to our Chef Infra server, and in this server, in the administration tab, if you click on the organization, you have here something called a starter kit. And you can go ahead and download the starter kit. Click on proceed. It downloads the starter kit to your local machine. If you see, it has downloaded here. And you can SFTP the starter kit to your Chef Workstation. I have already done this and placed it in /temp directory. So I'll move this Chef starter kit to my root directory. I have that in my root directory. I'll unzip over here. And you would see that few directories are automatically created over here, or it is unzipped. You have a Chef repo directory over here. You have cookbooks, roles and all, but you have one more directory, which is .chef. Let me take you to that. And inside this, you would find two files. One is the Chef admin PEM file, the key file for the Chef admin to use, and other is the knife configuration file, which has things so that it can connect to our infra server when we upload our cookbooks or when we download our cookbooks from the Chef Infra server. So if you see, it has the path for the client key, it has the path for the Chef server URL, and it has the path of the cookbook directory so that it can pick the cookbook when needed. So I have updated the IP address of our Chef Infra server in our workstation, and same way I have updated the workstation's IP address on our Chef Infra server so that they can resolve each other's name. So we would quickly run a knife command and check if it's able to communicate with our Chef Infra server. So the first command which we would do is we would see if we are able to fetch the SSL keys. So the certificates are added, and let's check the certificates which are being fetched from the infra server. So it says connecting to infra server on port number 443. So in this way, we understand that our workstation is able to communicate with our Chef Infra server.